What is going on, true believers? Guys, we're always looking for an opportunity to make a buck, right? And there's been something on my radar that I've been watching for a little bit of time now. And I trade there all of the time. And I'm looking for opportunities. Well, the opportunity that I see right now is significant. And there's one crypto that I think it's important to hold in my portfolio. And the question for me really isn't whether I want to have it or not, but is now the time to buy? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We're going to look at it and we're going to make a determination based on that. And you let me know what you think. Before we get started, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, bell to be notified of future content, and follow along with me. It should be noted, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what you should do. I am telling you what I am going to do, but I'm going to do this in a way that you can see so that you can follow along. And if you decide that this is an investment for you, then you can do that on your own. In the meantime, we're going to check this out and we're going to see what this thing really looks like. Now, the thing that I'm talking about is this right here. It's Jupiter. Jupiter is a DEX aggregator, and this is the aggregator website. And if you want to trade in the Solana blockchain, then so far Jupiter seems to be the biggest one. You have the swap, which will allow you to just swap a token for another token, typically Solana. You have a limit order, which allows you to set future price orders on whatever it is that you would like to buy. You can also set it and forget it to DCA, and you can set yourself up for whatever you want to buy, and then you could buy it all the time. You could just set yourself up with, I just want to start DCAing my way through whatever it is. You can place the number of orders, you can change whatever it is that you're looking to do. And then you have a bridge in order to bring over assets from another chain onto the chain. And the good thing is that Jupiter works on Coinbase Wallet, it works on Trust Wallet, it works on MetaMask Wallet. So it's actually very, very cool. And you do have a perpetual futures option over here, and you do have a leveraged protocol. So in case you wanted to do some sort of leverage trading, then you have the availability. There are liquidity providers out here that will allow you to trade on their tokens, and you can go long or you can go short on either one of those. Remember, this is a beta. You were doing that at your own risk, but this is a fantastic opportunity for an investor, or based on this chart, is it? Now, the question about this really comes down to, on January 31st, Jupiter launched the biggest airdrop in history, valued at $700 million. And they gave out about $1.5 billion worth of their tokens. You can see this distribution right over here. 1.35 billion, how many tokens there are in circulation right now, or 13.5% of the supply. Market cap is sitting at $750 million right now, making it the number 67, number 87 in these charts. Volume 319 million. Now, is this an entry point? Well, you can make an argument that this is a decent enough entry point, but you're looking at this in a long-term basis. The way that I think about this is the same way that I would think about Uniswap. Now, Uniswap is the number one DEX for the Ethereum network. And the Ethereum network is currently the number one by 24-hour volume, trading $797 million just yesterday, while Solana was trading 549 million. It should be noted that multiple times recently, Solana has passed Ethereum in the sheer volume category. So it should be noted that Solana transactions have been enormous. And if you were to watch this for a long period of time, then you will see there's been a comparative rise in the number of transactions from Solana to Ethereum, meaning that Solana, for all that, there had been problems with it, FTX and the fiascos that went, is still probably the Ethereum quote unquote killer. Now, is it really an Ethereum killer? Well, probably not. Ethereum is working very hard to fix issues that it might have. And Solana, despite currently being faster, less expensive, and more robust as an ecosystem for memes at this point that are thriving, I should say. Ethereum is still Ethereum, thus we're probably going to see a big run by Ethereum come pretty soon. And they'll probably stretch the distance right now. We have a dead market for a lot of people in this regard. However, something like Jupiter has made getting into this ecosystem just as easy and less expensive, and that should matter. So, what am I looking at when I'm looking at Jupiter? Well, the reason that I brought this up is because I'm looking at the price on Uniswap. Now, at $4,800 Ethereum, which goes way back over here, we're looking at a market cap on Uniswap of as high as $22 billion. So if I were to couple that with the prices for Jupiter right now, and I look at this and I just say, as a comparative element in a $3 trillion market, when altcoins have had a chance to pump, then what's the maximum play that I'm looking for Jupiter? And if that comes up into that $22 billion range, then I'm looking at roughly a 30x from where I am right now. And that seems like a good yield, a good return to me. Now, the questions that you would have, or the questions that I would have, would be circulating versus total supply. Now, when you look at Uniswap, 60% of the tokens, 1 billion, are in circulation right now. And it's currently sitting at a pretty robust $3.6 billion market cap with a diluted market cap of 6 billion. But again, a high, an undiluted, this is circulating market cap. The market cap was 22 billion, meaning that fully diluted market cap at that time, depending on how many were out, was at least 40 or 50 billion dollars. So this has the opportunity for just an incredible run. I would venture to say that Jupiter is probably going to have just the same type of parabolic move. Now, when I consider this, and I look at this as a one-day aggregator when I'm looking at this, but if I look at the all-time here, down 65%. Now the question would be, does that seem right to me as an entry point? And the answer to that is, yeah, it really does. So then the question becomes, where can I buy Jupiter? Jupiter is currently available on Binance, HTX, Bybit, OKX, BitThumb, Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, Orca, Digifinex, 2Bit, Tokyo Crypto, Bitmart, Kraken, and I want to say if I get over here to most popular by volume here, then you can see Jupiter is available on Jupiter as well, and you can see the volumes here just incredible. Bybit, Pionex, there are plenty of different cryptos that are trading Jupiter right now. A lot of them. If you want to, you can still buy it through the Jupiter aggregator through any kind of pairing. So I would recommend that you at least do your research and figure out whether you, with this assessment, that Jupiter is going to have this really big run. Now, what I don't think is going to happen is I don't think that Jupiter has it in it to go up to, it's not going to 100x. I don't think that there's a Jupiter, but I do think that there is reasonably, based on the market cap, the volume. By the way, the circulating supply is going to increase over time. So we're going to see a dilution, which is why I'm concerned about the price right now, which is why I'm having this conversation openly with you. If we were to release, for example, if the tokens were released tomorrow to double the circulating supply, and by the way, if you ever want to go look and see what the token unlocks look like, then there is a website for you. It's called token.unlocks.app, and you can put in whatever protocol that you're looking for to see. There's not one found for Jupiter, so there's no tokens unlocking for Jupiter. But if you're looking for any kind of token unlocks that are available, then you can come over here and just kind of skim through and find any of them that have been scheduled. So right now they're sitting on 6.5% of the supply. That would give me a reason to just kind of watch this and DCA. That's to point to it mostly, though, is this is a bull run. We're getting ready to hit the bullish phase of cryptocurrency. So the value of this is going to go up exponentially. The question just becomes how many tokens and when are they going to do the unlocks? Are they going to quote unquote shoot themselves in the foot. I would say that, that's the question, obviously, that anybody would or should have in regard. And I do think that there's probably some more downside, but again, I think what I'm going to do is, on one of my next videos where we're looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to DCA my way into a position so that I hold a small amount. I'm going to assume the price is coming down because I do think that some more tokens will be thrown out into the circulating supply. At some point, they're going to have to pay bills, et cetera, et cetera. So they're probably going to be selling at some point, and that, of course, will add new tokens to the circulating supply, thus diluting the value in the current market cap. So, but at the end of the day, these are the things that matter. Number one, this is one of the top two by 24-hour volume blockchains currently in existence, and this is only going to go up. By that, I'm trading, not. I don't know that they're going to be ranked high trade volume. This is number two, sometimes number one. The price seems to be under $1 billion, which means that, be reasonable to consider that Jupiter's probably going to be in the top. It is one of the top aggregators, and even if it's a top 50, still more value than it has right now. So the question becomes the number of tokens. Might be some possibility here. Then I'm reminded here that the Uniswap price at one point was all the way up at 22 billion, and they still have plenty of tokens that were unlocked that are still yet to be unlocked. Didn't affect the price. It does affect a little bit right now because you can look at this and see that, half, it's about 40. There's a lot that I'm still but I mean, guys, I think that this is something that I'm going to see into, looking for a move probably from 55 to around here at 60, 61. I think that we're going to start getting off. I think that, something like Bonk is going to have another big run. Bonk being a liquidity provider, there's opportunities. So I'm going to buy myself some Jupiter tokens, and I'm going to sit on it. Again, I'm going to go small on this one because I feel like there is some opportunity to unlock more, which of course dilutes the price. Concerned about that. I don't want the value of my token to go down. I'm a little nervous about it, but also I'm sure that there's going to be an or some announcements such letting me know that might happen. So I would have time to figure out what I want to do with my position. Do I want to add to it? Do I want to sell the tokens that I currently have and take a small profit and then DCA, or go back into it at a different point? A lot of different options that you have, typical trading stuff. But Jupiter, the Jupiter DEX aggregator is, I think, going to be the aggregator cryptocurrency. So I would recommend that you check it out and at least give it a shot. I'm going to, but you should definitely read the white paper, out, see if this is something that resonates with you. And if it does, consider adding it to your portfolio. But on one of my next streams, you're going to see me adding a Jupiter into mine. That's it for now. It's not financial advice. My name is Blaze. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very soon. We have a giant update from cryptonomy.finance, guys. Brand new website. Solana. I'm going to earn 26 Solana for this move right here. About $2,600, $2,600 for my tether over here. The XRP 2,313. Again, these do not unlock for a long period of time. I'm not going to unlock until November, but I'm going to have 0.99, one extra Ethereum. Don't know how much it's going to be worth at that time. You never know. Nothing might be worth a lot. 0.08 Bitcoin I'll have available at that point. 0.037 Bitcoin over here, and then 0.012 Bit. This launch pool. Now I'm locked in until November of 2024. You can see that my accrued interest so far, 57,281.92. Now you might be asking yourself, like, how are you earning this, Blazes? Because I signed up to cryptonomy.finance. I put the money in. I gave myself a shot, gave it an opportunity. In the bull run, that's where the money gets made. So I'm going to let this ride for a little while. You let me know what you think.